to Cringe Cast episode 6. 6 is my lucky number.
I gotta stop drinking water.
No, it's good ASMR. Do it again.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. Ew.
Yum.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yay. Cringettes. Cringers. Do you think they can hear that?
You hear that? That's... You should get shit. Ooh. Eek.
Okay.
Eek.
I apologize for that.
Sorry.
But we're filming it before the Super Bowl. You're seeing it after.
Hello, wait.
Why? I said hello.
It's Ellie.
Oh yeah.
Justin.
I'm Ellie. Justin, welcome to the Jelly Show. Welcome to Cringecast. Sorry.
Okay, no. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah.
ASMR.
In my advertising class, my teacher was like showing us all these Super Bowl ads from this weekend, and there are like 2 that involve like ASMR, and everyone in the class was like, "I hate these," and I was like, "Bro, I love this."
Ew.
Really? You don't like ASMR? It's like Zoe Kravitz like doing like ASMR with like a Corona beer as an ad, and I'm like, this is sick.
I guess it depends on what... I'm gonna touch it a lot, guys.
You have to stop. You're good.
It depends... Hold on. They finally work, so I can do whatever I want. You don't even know what I'm talking about. No, ASMR depends on what it is. Like, you'll get weird chills.
I don't get the chills.
No,
I just
I
like
get
it.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like with the trypophobia.
Oh, don't even bring the... That's... Yeah. It didn't gross me out until we looked at that for like 20 minutes straight.
Yeah, last week. Stop. It's like,
Justin's phobia hour.
ugh, it's so bad.
This is this episode.
Yeah.
This is the episode where we scare Justin.
Ugh, I hate it.
Welcome to Fear Factor.
That was a great show.
Really? Fear Factor used to disgust me. They would have to eat like bull testicles and like lay in a pit of snakes. Why would no amount of money could make me do that?
But you've seen it now. Now Joe Rogan's like, he just does a podcast.
Yeah,
He's online.
he's living his life, whatever.
Doesn't do much. Dude, I'm gonna mess with this as much as I want.
It distracts me, so you have to stop.
Oh, okay, it does. So I'll just do this. I thought
You're
it was,
fine. You're
thought it was
good.
blocking my face. So
No. Okay, before we start, can I give a shout out?
Yeah, shout out.
Did you notice our beautiful Cringecast mugs? My lovely friend Taylor got us these for Christmas, and I've been an awful friend and just keep forgetting to bring them, but alas, they are here.
Taylor.
We're ready to drink.
It will not reveal the substance, but
Yeah.
you can't see through. That's
If I get wacky by the end of the episode, just know it's whatever's in here.
Did I just turn something off? Yeah, wacky.
Justin's messing with controls.
Control
The
Alt.
control board.
Okay. Yeah, I really like the mugs. They're dope.
Handcrafted.
Handcrafted from a country.
If you had to make your own Etsy shop and create something and sell it, what would it be?
Ooh. I don't know.
I would make like mood toe rings.
Toe rings.
You know how they have mood rings?
Yeah.
I'd make them I'd make some like freaky toe rings, toe earrings,
I'd make like
toe. It'd be like a toe. I don't know. It sounds like I have a foot fetish now. I'm gonna stop.
What is it called? Like the pincushion dolls. Like what are those things? Like
Rag dolls?
No, it's like if it like. It's like you buy it like a doll, a rag doll of someone like you dislike.
Oh, voodoo dolls.
Voodoo dolls, yeah.
Voodoo dolls.
They have a lot of those in the movies. So I was like, it's always
They
fake,
don't work, but you would sell voodoo
cool.
dolls?
Maybe.
That is some weird thing you would do.
Speaking of voodoo, let's go back in time. So
What?
no. So
Sick segue.
So I don't get this, but what's up with the 10-year challenge?
What's that? Oh.
Like what's funny is that like it's probably been around, but I don't know why it's popular now.
What do you mean? Is that where everyone on Facebook was posting like a picture of them 10 years ago and now
Celebrities
no
are doing
one
it.
wants
Everyone,
to see that?
No one wants to see it.
Especially if you were like 50 years old and you're posting a picture of when you were like
60.
40, and I'm just like, you look the same, dude. What am I gonna say? Your face is more scrunched now.
I don't know why they're cool.
Well, and people will like post them and be like, yeah, I was like 7, and I'm like, I don't care about seeing you when you were 7.
I don't know. It was something I wanted to bring up because I was like, is it cool? Like, is it not cool? Like, I don't understand.
I think just for attention.
I guess.
Like most things.
That's another segue, but the reason I brought that up is because apparently, if you've seen it, but I'm a big fan. I'm a super big fan. The movie Zombieland.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen all of it.
Okay, the first Zombieland.
Yeah, I know I've
Okay.
seen like most of it, but I can't remember what the ending is, so I don't know if I've seen it all.
So I think it's like one of the most, it's a good comedic movie. It's like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
But speaking of like the 10-year challenge, it's the first link. I came prepared. But first link, so they did a 10-year challenge, and if you're not familiar with the original Zombieland.
No, I'm vaguely familiar. Like I've seen most of it. I know
Yeah.
who's in it and everything.
The poster they did,
Is this real?
the new
Oh, that's
poster
cool.
is a 10-year challenge of the original. So if you go and like search up the original,
Oh, it's the exact same thing.
it is the exact same. And I was like, what? See, this is the original. Is this one? And now it's that. And I was like, that is so dope.
Wow. How cool, how quirky.
It's quirky. Well, I'm like, cause
Insert here. Make things harder for Justin.
oh God.
If it's not here, just know that
Just
Justin
know
is an editing
Yeah.
deviant. But
Deviant, yeah. But they're gonna release it on the 10-year anniversary this year of the original Zombieland.
that's cool. I mean, I think
don't know.
that's a cool way to use the 10-year challenge when it's like my Aunt Barbara being like,
Yeah.
10 years ago, I was on a cruise to Cozumel.
Uh-huh.
I have 40 pounds less
Ooh.
heavy. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
I just like, whatever.
even then, I know trends are stupid, but I was just like, this is not even like, if it's like a good tidbit if you knew the trend. Nevertheless, I want to see this. I'm
Yeah.
just beyond excited. They look dope. Apparently, what's his name supposed to be back? Bill Murray.
What was the ending in Zombieland?
So
Spoilers.
you want me to
10
okay,
years late.
spoiler.
Well,
So honestly, the only thing that happens in Zombieland is they accidentally shoot Bill Murray,
yeah, I
And
remember
then-
that.
and then the two girls.
Wait, the ending's at the carnival, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, they all get back together and they all drive off. That's
Okay,
essentially.
I have seen all the whole
That's
movie.
all
then.
it is.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
repeats, but like it's pretty good. But like
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
it's an entertaining
really good.
film. I like it.
But like throughout the movie, not Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg's character goes through a list of rules.
Oh yeah.
Shout outs to Ned's Declassified. It's the
Oh
same
my-
ish, but it's essentially that's the hook of the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're bringing that back. That's why it's called Double Tap.
Mhm.
And there's a couple new faces.
Wait, why is it called double tap? Because like a phone or something?
So like if you kill a zombie and you're like, you didn't know if it's dead or not,
Yeah.
you're supposed to do something called a double tap, meaning just shoot it in the head again,
Oh.
like tap your trigger again, and then there's because you want to make sure it's dead. I don't know. It's a weird zombie survival thing. That used to be like a popular genre.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite genres. But
Quick, since that movie's coming out, what's one other? Actually, I know what you're gonna say for this. Can be Captain Marvel. And
well, I guess
Yeah.
Captain Marvel. I'm actually I'm actually really excited. I don't know. This is the first time in a while. Toy Story 4.
Oh, yeah.
I know I mentioned it, but
Mhm.
in terms of like
I'm
even
excited for that too.
animations and
Mhm.
ish, like I don't remember ever seeing Toy Story 3 in the theaters. I was 10 years old, right?
Really, it came out in 20.
2010. I
Wow.
thought maybe, but I was like, this is the first. Oh no, I know another movie. It's a movie. Oh, this is a good. I keep. Never mind.
Oh, good segue. Justin's
So-
doing secret segues that you
Secret
don't
segue.
understand. Yeah.
So, Toy Story 4, but search
Mhm.
up. So there's a movie also. It's called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and
What is
you know how
this?
serial killers are so prevalent. It's a movie that centers around the Manson murders
Oh,
in Los
yeah,
Angeles,
yeah.
and it is directed by Quentin Tarantino.
My favorite.
Has Margot Robbie, Leo DiCaprio. She plays, I think, Sharon Tate. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I'm interested in it.
Yeah, it looks cool. I haven't even heard of this.
It's supposed to be like I think it's come out this year. Yeah, July.
Oh, I did see because they released like a trailer thing that was like they recreated a scene of American Psycho with Margot
Yeah,
Robbie. I saw
yeah.
that. Yeah,
I
I did see that.
Definitely excited for that. I
Yeah.
mean,
That looks cool. Another thing going off of Toy Story 4, I wasn't sure if you're done talking about that, but I saw that we talked about the Bao short film.
yeah.
It's the first female directed Pixar short and it's nominated for an Oscar,
What?
which I thought was cool.
I
I know that's the first female directed.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that it hasn't already been broken.
No, yeah, but we
But-
talked about how everyone shat on that and we both loved it.
It
that short
it's
film.
kind of just I think common sense to like that. I
Well,
mean,
I just
hopefully,
yeah, I think
I
that
think.
some people are just very close-minded and not used to seeing people who don't look like them on screens.
Ooh, yeah,
And I don't
that's
know.
true.
I mean, I feel like most of the time animation, it's mostly white characters being animated, and
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I mean, I don't know, but I think it was an incredibly well done and like heartwarming
Yeah,
short, and it makes me happy that it's nominated for an Oscar because everyone who hated having to watch that when they would
yeah.
pay to see a movie can suck off.
I definitely disregard like Oscar noms in general. I definitely just disregarded,
Oh, I
but
don't even know what they all are.
I don't even. You know what? This is actually the first time you probably searching it. This is the first time probably in a long time that I don't care actually.
Oh, last year I cared because it was when Call Me by Your Name came out,
Yeah,
and that was like my shit. Still is. I got a pin on my
yeah.
bag over there with them on it. But
I just
I was just there were like really good movies. It was like there were a bunch of I had seen like all of the Best Picture nominated movies
yeah.
this year. I haven't seen any of them. I still haven't even seen Black Panther.
Yeah, I mean, my thing at
I've just
least
been off my
with the
game.
Oscars though is like, I think I've mentioned this before, but I think it's just more. I think it's just cooler to be nominated. Winning
Yeah.
is just who cares?
Well, yeah.
I
I mean, because
think.
you have the Oscar nominated in front of your
In
name,
your
and I mean,
movie, and you can put it on your.
I
Yeah.
guess just even be recognized by an organization like that is better than the win because I feel like I don't know. I
Well,
mean, what
yeah.
authority do
And again,
know. I
we
saw-
know what the Academy really is. You know,
yeah,
the
but
richest Hollywooders.
when is the Oscars? I don't even know when it is.
I don't know, February.
Something.
Uh,
Who needs to watch the Oscars when you can just watch the Super Bowl?
watch the Super Bowl. I mean, I guess I will for commercials, but
No, I mean, yeah, I have to do an assignment about Super Bowl
Oh, okay,
commercials,
I
and I'm
see.
like low key pissed that I have to actually watch it. So I might just like, I don't know.
you're just like
My only
skim it.
plan for Super Bowl Sunday is I'm gonna make a bunch of homemade vegan taquitos
That sounds good. Actually,
and sit and eat them and then do homework.
that sounds good. That's
Yeah.
a good Sunday.
I always like every Super Bowl I just use it as a day to make a bunch of like shit food to eat.
hmm Like excuse to just eat
To
crap.
eat junk. Yeah, like
Yeah.
just try out a weird recipe and live my life eating all of my dips and chips.
Dips and chips.
Dips and chips.
Okay, dips and chips. We got another thing. So okay, I put this on here.
Wait, what was Toy Story 4 is finished? You put
Oh,
something on here. and
Yeah.
that you didn't
Oh,
even-
there was So I saw. I get my stuff from Twitter, y'all. But there was a
best news source out there.
There was I think a production photo, or it might have been like Tom Hanks, but they tweeted that the last line of recording was done for Toy Story, which is I don't get to see. I guess because I was younger and Toy Story always came out when I was younger. It's the first time I was like, oh, I'm actually interested in the production.
Yeah.
But
It's not just like a weird
Yeah.
thing to you. It's like an actual production.
I'm
You
like,
don't-
oh,
yeah.
I'm like, this is actually real. They recently also released, I think you know as well as the character Bo Peep. She's gonna be in this movie,
Mhm.
and they released like a picture of her, and she ain't no pushover. She's got no dress. They ditched the dress.
Oh, that's cool.
There was like a little Twitter video of her, and it was like she was like flipping and
She's
yeah.
not just like someone who needs saving anymore.
And yeah, I think that's the main point they're trying
No.
to bring out. But it's voiced
I
by
like the style of. Is it the same?
it's the same voice actor.
Yeah.
But my thing is, and again, I like that they're breaking ground with it because that's what Pixar and some of Disney do.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it works. My thing is I don't know what's coming.
Mhm.
I'm so excited because I have no idea. Like, how are they going to explain her disappearance? How are they going to explain this? I'm excited.
No, I will
no
definitely will go
idea.
see that. It's gonna be definitely a big
Probably gonna cry.
blockbuster.
Apparently.
Well, all those movies always have like some sad points in them. Like I remember in Toy Story 2 when they have that whole like Jessie sequence, literally as a
Sad.
kid like bawling like I'll
That's so
never let
sad.
my toys go, and then they're all
Yeah.
sitting in my basement.
But it's also like a
rotting.
lesson too, like, to let not just toys, but just let things go.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
no,
know.
I think Toy Story is one of the best
Probably
best
animations.
things going. Have you been to Toy Story Land? I feel like we maybe have talked. I don't know if we
no,
talked about Toy
but-
Story Land before.
We did, I think,
Yeah.
earlier. But Toy Story Land, I go actually past week. I go on deep dives sometimes, and it's like there's different Disney YouTube channels, but they'll talk about the theme parks, and I'm always just intrigued because it's like there's this plot of land that was made just to like walk around it.
Yeah. Oh, like you mean Disney World?
Just or not. Well,
it's just it's such a
cool.
weird thing compared to like the reality. Like I don't know. I think
No.
that's what makes me so interested in it is because it's just so unordinary and like different than real life and just like
it's just like
I don't know. I guess it's just cool. Like it's so
Yeah,
weird.
I think
It's
it's
not
cool.
like Six Flags. It's like an actual different
It's a world.
place. Like you feel like you're in a different place, and I don't know.
I mean,
It's cool, but yeah,
it's-
Toy Story Land. I don't know. I kind of wish they would have like done more with it and waited to release it until like this
maybe.
movie came out because if you go to Toy Story Land, it's literally like. I mean, I don't even know if it's the size of this whole building. Like it's
No, I've seen videos.
yeah, like it's small. There's like a little roller coaster
Just
and
a
like
part
Alien. It's
of-
like it's a super small part and like there's not even an Al's Toy Barn from the movie.
Yeah.
They don't even have like a shop for it. You have to buy everything from these stands and I'm like
Yeah.
I think if anything they could have it's Toy Story have a big toy store in it.
Yeah.
Is like you have to I don't know. If I was a Disney Imagineer, I'd do it differently, but I think that obviously something like that you can add, but it was cool. Toy Story Land's cool. They have like Pop-Tarts that you can buy from there.
Well, like with Disney, because like there are two people I know at the college.
Yeah.
They're at the Disney college program actually.
Right now?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it was freezing here. And it was warm
I'd love
there.
to do that. If you got like, if it wasn't so expensive to like live there, I would totally do it.
Yeah, like I thought about Disney college program, but I was like the trade off. It wasn't worth it. Like you get paid a substantial amount, but
you have to pay a couple grand to live on there, don't you?
Well, they take it from your paycheck.
Oh,
so there's
okay.
X amount of pay, but then you're living here. We need to take X.
Yeah.
So you get like a stipend, but like I'd rather just because you have to use that to like buy stuff, blah blah blah, and like you get stuff on property. But like I don't know.
It would be cool.
I watched like a video and it talked about like the original. Like it was like Disney from the start, and it talked about how Disney bought this land in Disney land first.
Yeah, Disneyland was first in like the 70s.
And then he made
or 60s. I don't know.
Because he made Florida. Because he built.
He
Florida
He
too.
died before Disney World opened.
But he built.
It was They originally they were going to open a Disney park in St. Louis.
Yeah.
But they couldn't because of the weather and like it would be closed half the year.
Yeah.
But imagine just like growing up with Disney World, like that would be so cool.
So good.
But I think that I would have a different view of it because it's so like.
Yeah, I wouldn't cherish
grew up
it maybe.
So yeah.
Like I'd probably get sick of it. But
yeah,
the
cool.
next thing apparently, so Disney is starting to do something called Disney Project Stardust.
What the hell is that?
So what that is apparently they're trying to prepare their parks for the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So
that's gonna be insane when that opens.
Here's the thing though, Disney has a lot of gall because sometimes they'll predict something and it just not work. So like everyone's gonna watch the Star Wars movie, it bombs. So
You have to.
My eyes are open.
Well, I think that I listen to. I like watch Disney podcasts and like watch a lot of Disney content, and a lot of what they say and they live out there is that Disney's been releasing a lot of like coupons and deals up for this summer and stuff to get people to go, and to have less crowds when Star Wars opens. And the one in World opens in December. The one in Land opens in June.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I also think that a lot of people have the mentality of we're going to wait a year after it's open so we can actually get on rides because they're going to be like 4-hour-long waits to get on rides.
You say you'll wait a year, but then it turns into like 5.
Yeah, that was like when I went over the summer, me and my sister and my dad were like, we probably will come back here in like 5 years. Like it's not something we can do every year, but we want to, like my dad's a huge Star Wars fan and we want to go see that with him. But we're also not going to go right when it opens and not be able to like be stuck shoulder to shoulder with people in the small land, not get to experience anything, not get to like eat in the restaurants because it's like jam packed.
Yeah, well, and like some of the additions they're doing is so they're repainting the snow.
The Snow White Castle in Disneyland.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
They're not repainting; they're refurbishing it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a video. I didn't link it, but there's a video. I think it's credit to offhand Disney, but he I think he lives in California, but he visited it, and they've opened like in separate places of the park. They'll expand the walkway a little.
Oh, that's nice.
They'll open like
yeah.
another restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, what are you doing? But it's like they're accounting for more.
More people. I know
Flood.
that. I think they're
Yeah.
making like another new entrance for
Probably somewhere, or they're like
for
connecting
Disneyland. Yeah, because I mean,
a park
there's going to be
together.
so much overflow from the actual Star Wars land to like the rest of the park because not everyone's going to be able to get into Star Wars land. So there's gonna,
No.
they have to account for like a lot more people in every single area of it.
Well,
But do you know why it's called Stardust? I was just wondering.
no. Well, so I have a guess. I'm looking at the thing, but the only thing that I can guess is I don't know if anyone watched Rogue One. I don't know if you watched Rogue One, the Star Wars story.
They're all blurred together in my head. I think I've seen all of them.
Apparently,
now,
the
but-
Death Star plans, the nickname for them, it's like it's intertwined. If you know what I'm talking about, it's intertwined with the main character and the dad who made the plans. But
yeah.
the code for it, he called his daughter Stardust.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's directly, but I was like,
Yeah.
it's a Star Wars related thing.
That makes sense.
Nevertheless, though, like I
It's
had that same
interesting.
experience with Harry Potter World, Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
When I visited Universal Studios in Orlando, they had just opened that, and we couldn't move.
Really?
We could. People were like, oh, buy one. We couldn't even go into a
Did
store.
you get to ride anything in there?
We
or
rode
anything?
we couldn't ride the castle ride, the virtual.
Oh, that's the coolest
That's
ride
cool.
I've ever been on in my
Couldn't
life,
do
dude.
it. It's like it's kind of like Soarin', like you know Soarin'.
It's so
Probably
so
better.
much better than Soarin'.
But
I love that ride.
and then we rode the Dueling Dragons.
they shut that down.
What?
Yeah, they tore it down about a year or so ago. They're making a new Harry Potter coaster.
Oh, themed.
Yeah.
Okay. Other
Because
than that,
that Dueling Dragon ride was there before. They just themed it to Harry
yeah,
Potter.
they themed it to Harry Potter, and it
which is
was
a smart
cool.
thing.
Um,
But it was just not as enjoyable since there were so many people.
Totally not off, kind of off topic, but it's still in the same park, but I think it was in California. There was a Hulk ride, a Hulk roller coaster.
There's one at Universal. Yeah.
It's been there since like the 90s, but
Mhm.
I went. It's great. I watched like an online POV of it, but they they actually recently spent like a couple. Universal actually spent a couple million, and they redid the whole coaster.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, because apparently it's so popular.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I
oh,
haven't been
that's
on
cool. But then again, Disney owns Marvel.
Yeah.
It's a really
Well, they have
know,
like a
probably
like
riots.
Universal has like a or a Spider-Man
a
ride
Doctor Doom, I think.
and a few other things, and like I assume that Universal might just have to pay to keep those things up, and like,
Mhm.
but Marvel has so many things that Disney can't even do stuff with them as quick as they would
Well,
want
because
to.
other people already have the property. Like
Yeah.
I know that that's another thing is they acquired Fox and like yeah,
There's
Disney's.
so much
Because here's the
stuff.
thing, you can think of Disney as like the childhood dreams, like when
Mhm.
like what we were talking about, or you can think about that, but it's also behind the scenes. It's like we constantly talk about it, but it's like
Yeah.
they are a corporation, a big corporation, and some of the things they do is questionable because like they'll buy Marvel, but it's like, hey, other people are using Marvel too,
Mhm.
so and they're not bigger than you, but I'm pretty sure Universal is owned by like NBC, and NBC is
think-
owned by someone. I think.
I have no. Is Universal Comcast?
Oh, yo, that you're right,
And
'Cause
NBC
Comcast
is a
is-
part of Comcast.
but Comcast is huge. I think
It's
that
one of the biggest like MNCs in the world. One of the huge giant ones.
owns.
Universal. We're both looking up. Who's gonna do it
Universal.
first?
Who owns NBC then?
NBC Universal.
So who owns NBC Universal? Comcast. Okay.
Yeah.
If you just click in the search bar, it just says who owns it.
Okay.
So Comcast, and
course.
Comcast, I know they're one of the like five. It's like Disney, Comcast,
Mhm.
like the what are they called?
Some weird out
the
there.
$1 trillion
Yeah.
businesses. But yeah, I don't know. It's because we constantly talk about our Disney nostalgia, but like
Well,
know.
okay. You were talking about Harry Potter World. Did you try butterbeer beer while
I
you were
couldn't.
there?
It was a long. It was like a
Really?
3-hour line to get in to the freaking restaurant. And I was like, and I was a young child, and I was like,
Oh,
I want
yeah.
to try this. And I was like, dude, I'm not waiting 4
Yeah.
hours in line.
Same. I the first time I'd ever been there was this past summer, so obviously I've been open for a while.
Oh, the first time.
Yeah.
I guess I know that, but I just forgot.
Yeah, I'd never been to
but-
Universal before, but me and my sister like got there right as the park opened,
Yeah.
and like so we got on that like Soarin' type ride you're talking about with no
Yeah.
wait. First thing that we did, and then we instantly
Lucky.
took the train to the other park, got
Uh-huh.
on both the rides there, and then we like went to the restaurant, had lunch and everything, and then we explored the rest of the park.
Mhm.
But it was I don't know, it was cool. But I could not imagine going when it first opened.
yeah,
So
it was bad.
I look forward to just like seeing the news coverage and videos of Star Wars Land opening
Kind of.
like a lot, and I think that will be enough for me until
Like,
I go in a
couple
few
years, yeah.
years
Well,
because I don't want to be stuck in that at all
what-
because Pandora opened
no,
2
no
years
one cared
ago.
about that. I didn't care about.
But there are
sorry, I
still
didn't care
like
about that.
2-hour long rides for each
True.
ride there because they're the newest things.
Well, I think also like
It's crazy.
with the Disney, like you're right. The Toy Story Land has like 2 attractions. There's the Slinky's
Yeah.
roller coaster I know of, and then there's like another thing, and then that's
It's
it.
like alien saucers. It's basically a carnival ride.
And then it's like, well, I know, because here's the thing is, I saw another Disney Parks video, but it was not official, but it was
Yeah.
off-brand. But what they said was, Disney is trying to integrate more of their IPs, so intellectual properties, so stuff they own. They're trying to integrate it. So I don't know if you know this, and I'm so sad by it. And I think everyone's upset by it. I don't know someone who's not upset by it, but I think, I think it was Land, but they redid Tower of Terror.
Oh, it made it Guardians.
It's Guardians, and people were so upset because they're
No.
like, "What are you?" they're-
Tower of the Terror. Tower of the
of
Terror.
the Terror.
Yeah, Tower of the Terror.
Dactyl.
What is it called? Terror.
Hollywood's Tower of Terror.
Okay, there we go.
The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
Yeah,
How about that?
it's such like it's one
so-
of the few rides that they have that isn't like I don't know. It was based on something, but
the show.
yeah, exactly. But I don't know. It was so unique, and
It was cool.
I remember when they announced that I was like, man, if they switched that at
Land or World, whatever.
Disney
which one?
World, I would be upset because you walk in Hollywood Studios, the park, you just see this giant
like
tower,
Hollywood.
and
Yeah, it's
it's
cool.
cool. It fits into that old Hollywood feel
It
in this
brought
big
people
hotel,
in.
and it's such a cool looking building. And they're making a Guardians of the Galaxy coaster at Disney World, and
I don't know how to feel about it.
I won't do any judgment until I see it done. Because they
I'll-
have some
yeah.
new technology, and I'm sure it's Disney, and they're not gonna make a shitty roller coaster. But I
Yeah.
don't think that it fits into the Epcot park.
Well, and I think because also like, I have another tidbit for that. But my thing is, it's not that they're changing and they're just putting Marvel stuff. They're eventually going
Yeah.
to make a Marvel park. But my thing is this is going to be one of the first. The next generation is going to be one of the first to experience not just Disney,
Mhm.
Disney with Marvel, with Star Wars, and they're like that's what Disney is now.
Yeah.
Is that Disney is integrating it inside of it. We were the last quote unquote generation to like it was just Disney original ideas, original.
Yeah,
know.
like I wonder if they will ever make another ride that is in like an original
That's
idea
original
and it's
idea.
not a part of an IP or something because I can't think of the last time they did that. Like what have they're opening up Star Wars Land. They opened up Toy Story. I mean Toy Story was an original Disney idea, but I don't know. They're in Disney Shanghai Park. They announced that they're doing a whole Zootopia like land.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I dig Zootopia
Yeah.
though, because like, okay, my thing is I like the movie one-offs, right?
Mhm.
In the past, apparently, it used to be called California Adventure. It's called
It's-
it's called Pixar Pier now.
No, that's a part of
Oh,
California.
it's
Yeah.
part of it. Okay.
Yeah.
But they did like a Monsters Inc. ride, and it was just a one ride, or
Yeah.
they did the Cars Land, and it's like,
Cars Land looks so
but it was just
cool.
like it's like smaller. It's very minuscule.
Yeah.
Okay, they did the branding. They rebranded. It's Pixar Pier now.
Mhm.
They rebranded it to The Incredibles. It's like those are small things, but when you're just like, all right, we're taking the old, we're putting
Yeah,
a
every
whole.
ride has to be something.
It feels like, at least with Guardians, it's like it feels like you're stripping away.
Some like original. I mean, because whenever you go to like,
It's
I don't know,
great.
Universal, it's not like you're going into this like themed land besides Harry Potter. It's like, oh, over here's a
It's
Transformers ride.
together,
Over here
yeah,
is
yeah.
Simpsons. Over here is Jurassic Park. Like it's not like you're entering this like specific area. And I think that I don't know, like when you go to Disney, if you go to like Magic Kingdom, there's this Frontierland. There is no Frontierland movie. It's like an
No.
idea, that concept that they created, and they fit things into it. And
Yeah.
I don't like Haunted Mansion isn't based on anything. Space
No.
Mountain wasn't based on anything.
Pirates of the Caribbean wasn't.
Yeah, they made the movie because
made
of the
it-
ride, and I think
Haunted Mansion too, yeah.
like I want to, and these are like iconic rides,
Yeah.
and it makes me sad to think that they would never make something like that again, and only go off of these safe bets that are like IPs.
Because they know that it's gonna get ticket sales and money, so it's like.
But like, at one point, do you like sacrifice this like creative dignity? Which I mean, obviously
Yeah.
these IPs are still like giants and like still like these
But
creative
They
things,
were
but at the
creative.
same
They were creative
yeah.
for something else, you know.
like, but at the same time, I don't know. I think that there needs to be some sort of separation between. You don't have to make a ride for every single movie, and I think that there
Or
should
franchise.
be some stuff.
Yeah.
That's singular to film or TV, and some stuff that is
One-offs,
that you
yeah.
can only experience this thing in a park. You can't go and watch a movie that shows the exact same thing.
Well, because it like what you said, like creating a land, like when it was a part of the park, like when like some of this stuff was a part of the park, like the Monsters Inc. ride, or like in
Mhm.
Universal, like it adds to the originality of
Yeah.
Universal. I'm like, okay, when I think of Simpsons, that doesn't mean I associate it with Universal. Oh, Universal owns that ride. Or I think of no, it just it adds to the originality of it. But like when I go to a Disney, I know I'm like, well, Disney owns it. Like not certain things. Like if I go to the original like Disneyland, I'm like, oh, this is great. This is his ideas. This was
Mhm.
Walt's. I don't know if you knew this, but it's the castle and then Main Street.
Yeah.
They apparently made it. They had to make it perfectly centered.
Oh, so you could see
So
the
you could
castle.
see the
Dead
castle.
on. Those are some of the best pictures I have taken.
So
is like
cool.
from right when you get there, and you just see like massive crowds of people. These like old
Yeah.
American style buildings, and then this huge castle. It's just like
It's cool.
it's such a juxtaposition.
Uh,
I mean, you see, throw some fancy words.
yeah, but I'm like, it adds to like history because it is like history. Because
Yeah.
people, I know the people that add to Disney World and Disneyland, they take it serious. But I guess to us, and maybe I guess to the new generation, it comes off as like, this is where the bureaucratics of the company comes in. We're just like,
Yeah.
all right, guys,
We have to do stuff that makes
all
money.
right. Like you could have made a good, like they made Toy Story Mania, right?
Mhm.
But then they're like, all right, let's just make a whole land, and I'm like,
yeah, which I
it's
mean,
cool.
a lot of people were like, "Wow, you're making this Toy Story Land. This franchise is over." But now it makes sense since they're making a
no,
new
it
one.
makes sense.
But yeah, I think that it will draw people to it, and kids who weren't around 10 years
Yeah, they'll
ago,
get it.
they'll be a part of this new thing, and I think it's impressive that it's still so lucrative at this point in time.
Well, and that's an example of that was an original
Yeah.
idea.
Well, and a new thing is, you've been to Animal Kingdom, right?
Yeah,
The park.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's not many things in there that are IPs. You go in there and you see this
No.
giant mountain with a roller coaster, and Pandora is newer, and that's an IP. But you have this like dinosaur area, this dinosaur ride. They're all
that was based
there's
on
like
the movie too.
yeah. that ride's
a-
scary.
There's a freaking Bugs Life. There's a freaking Bugs Life thing there.
They
I'm
got rid
so
of
upset.
they got rid of all the Bugs Life stuff in both
Yes.
parks.
Ugh.
They're
Bugs
like they're
Life, I
like
love
getting rid
that.
of all Muppet stuff. And there's like a bunch of speculation that they might like open like a Zootopia area in Animal Kingdom or something, and it's just
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool that Animal Kingdom has this like conservation thing that it does, and
Yeah.
like the animals and
Just actual animals.
yeah, I think that
It's cool.
they should reserve some integrity for that,
Well,
and not just
yeah.
like go here's an Up character, here's a
Yeah.
bear from a movie, let's
What-
throw it into
yeah.
the Africa area of the park, like.
Yeah. I mean, we could go like on and on about. The
I know,
Disney
we're
thing,
just
but,
talking.
like, but definitely, I definitely agree that there's
We'll
more
just have
to
to
like.
do Disney update podcast
Disney
once a
update.
month.
Yeah.
We could.
I just like
Wha-
ate
wha-
this.
wha-
But no. Last thing on the put a pin on the Disney thing, but
yeah.
apparently they're redoing the Paris Pavilion in Epcot. Oh, people are like,
Oh, they're doing
they're
Ratatouille.
doing a Ratatouille. They're bringing it
Well,
over from Paris.
Hopefully,
Disneyland
when I
Paris.
study abroad next summer, I'll get to go to Disneyland Paris and I'll cry.
If I go, I might go
Yeah,
because now
we can podcast in Switzerland.
yeah, or wherever.
But yeah.
But no, like I was like, oh,
Ugh.
they're bringing it over. They're just like, I'm like, that's cool.
Well, they're doing and my like dream is to get to go to Disney Sea in Japan, because
Yeah.
everything in those parks are so different than anything they have here. Like I'm not gonna like freak
Go
out
into-
about this
yeah.
anymore because it just looks so cool. But hope one day to get to go there because there's just so much different
They look
and
cool.
original stuff there, and I think that it's quite impressive. And they can take my $100 happily.
And like you said, like even though they're owned by Disney, they feel so original.
Yeah.
And like even seeing the photos, because like they're not as marketed as freaking Disneyland and Disney World. Like you see that ish everywhere. So it's like,
Mhm.
and growing up in the U.S., apparently I just learned this, but apparently it's I don't know if this was a poll or something, but apparently it's a couple, like a lot of adults were polled and they said like they've taken most of their kids to Disneyland as it's
Yeah.
a tradition now
Well,
to
it's
go to
like
Disneyland, like a rite of passage.
yeah, to take your family to Disney World. I mean, because they advertise it and like, look, I don't know. Yeah, like I went when I was a kid.
Oh yeah,
And
I did. Both
I
of
know
them.
like yeah, and I know families who like save up for like years or like take like even like loans out to like go to Disney World because like they want their kids to have this
And
experience that they had or so on and so on and or like it's just been built up to this like thing that you're basically a bad parent if you don't take your kid to Disney World when they're young enough to like
Yeah.
believe in the magic.
well,
but
maybe that's the stereotype, but like whether or not you go or not, but
no,
I was
yeah.
like,
Did you go as a little kid?
oh yeah. So I had family in California, and we
Yeah.
went to Disneyland like a lot, and Universal.
That's cool. I've never
And-
been to California or Disneyland or anything.
Well, so then you went to World then.
I went to World, I think 3 times as a kid.
So okay, so then I went to the land three times as a kid,
3 or 2 times.
and then just recently, maybe not recently,
and
within
I've
the
gone 2 within the twice within the last 3 years.
oh dang, okay. I think within the past 2012, I went
Yeah.
to World I went all the parks,
Mhm.
and I was like, wow.
Oh, all 4 of them. There?
Oh, they were
Yeah.
like, and again, we as kids are just like, we're going on a trip. Like,
yeah, we're
that's
going to
another
Disney
thing.
World. It's so
It's
different.
it's the parents that kind of pass it on, and like I asked my dad, I was like, and this is the only thing that he'll ever like budge on, like personally.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? He was like, he used to apparently he went to Land and World like 5 or 6 times each, and I'm
Really?
like, what? And I was
As
like,
a kid or?
yeah, or just like as a young adult, and I was like,
Damn.
oh, that's so cool, and like, I'm trying to get him to talk about it more. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like how, and like, he's just like, oh, it was like, I'm like, no, but that's cool, like, and it's Disney, it's a big part of like, I guess, most children in America, we can say, like, it's a big part of some of our childhoods. I mean,
Well,
I think it's important.
Yeah, even if you don't go to the parks, just like Disney movies and
Yeah.
all Disney Channel or whatever is a big part of childhood, and I think that almost ties into like taking kids to parks because it's
Yeah.
the stuff that they're surrounded
You
by.
want to teach it.
But if anyone listening hasn't gone to Disney, don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad. You'll go.
You're saving money, and
you're
you'll
saving
probably
money because it's just getting more expensive.
yeah.
God,
They
what-
upped like prices. It's like $1,000 to have a
Oh.
annual pass there.
Just by the way,
Like oh my
to
god,
go to the hotels there,
so expensive. We've never stayed at a hotel
you
on
can't-
Disneyland on like the property.
there's a video, but another video, but it was like, how much would it cost if you could live at Disney?
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah,
And it's like
100,000 for a
triple-
year.
it's like triple digits. Yeah, it's like really expensive.
It's
But
insane.
I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's just Disney dogs.
Disney gets me going.
No, we're good.
We're good. Okay,
We good.
we're at like 40 minutes. Should we?
we're at really?
Yeah.
Because we started at like 5:30.
Should we go through our other topic or just like play a game or two to end it off and
What do you
save some
think?
stuff for next week?
You wanna play a game? I
Yeah,
guess?
I pulled up this weird AdLib website
Okay.
where it just asks for random stuff. We could do one of these and read them off for a fun little game to end. Super Bowl weekend, we gotta play a game.
Okay. All right.
A game. I have never used this website before.
I don't know.
I
I'm not
don't
even
know
looking
how
at
it
your screen.
is. This is the first one I clicked is a runaway bride proposal AdLib.
Okay. Okay. I don't know.
Let's see what this is. Justin, you'll do this one and then
Oh shit.
give me an adjective.
Oh, don't do this. I don't know.
Give me an adjective.
don't
You don't
know.
know what an adjective is?
Dude. Did add
Justin is Googling what an adjective is right now. I can tell.
attribute. What?
It's like, oh my god, Justin.
Dude, I'm not gonna get this. I'm bad at this.
Justin,
I'm really bad.
you are
what?
in college and you don't know what an adjective is.
I'm not using this in my real life.
You're a communications major and you don't know how to
I communicate through video, like no words.
An adjective is like a describer word, so like fat, blue, squishy, like
That's what it is. Okay, I have
what's an adjective?
silky.
Silky.
This is great.
Okay, give me a noun.
Internet is great.
Noun.
Oh, let me search up a noun. Person, place, or
My
thing.
God.
Hold on.
So help me God. Give
Hold
me
on,
more
hold on, hold
literate
on, hold on.
co-host.
Person. Wait, I typed in person, place, or thing. Noun examples. I know the name, like person,
You're
place, or thing.
testing me.
Really? Hey.
Oh.
Hold on. There we go. Definition and examples.
This AdLib's gonna take another 40 minutes.
Coin.
Coin? Give me a number. Can you do that
7.
one? Give me another noun.
Loaf.
Give me another adjective.
Let me open the other tab. Faint.
Give me a verb.
Push. Okay, I know that. I know the verb.
Give me a noun.
Okay, radius.
Give me a body part.
Arm.
Give me an adjective.
Magenta.
I don't know how to spell that, so we're going.
Magenta. Learn how to
Okay.
spell.
Okay, here we go.
Oh God, what
This looks so stupid.
are you preparing?
It's runaway bride proposal AdLib. I don't.
What?
It just says, "Look, I guarantee there'll be silky times. I guarantee, at some coin, 7 or both." Wait, okay. I guarantee that at some coin, 7 or both of us is gonna want to get out of this loaf. But I also guarantee that if I don't ask you to be faint, I'll push it for the rest of my radius because I know in my arm you're the magenta one for me. This one sucked.
That's okay.
We're gonna.
I was
go,
trying to laugh at the cringe, but
no.
it was. Ooh.
Okay, this one sucks.
That sucks.
I'm sorry.
Not good.
Should we do dragons? Henry and the Devious Designers, the Walmart difference.
That sounds cool.
Henry's and the Devious Designers. There's
Yeah.
a lot of questions for this one. Oh my, we're doing a different one.
Okay.
That one has 30 questions. I'm sorry, guys, you're not getting
Can't
that
do
much from me.
We're not getting that much. We're not that
We're
good.
gonna do the Walmart difference.
Sounds good.
Okay, verb,
Lick.
adjective, speed round.
Whoa. Salty.
Noun plural. Multiple.
Marys.
What do you like? The name Mary?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Okay, adjective.
Hello.
Marys.
Screeching.
Screeching? Is that it? Okay. That's not.
Yes, it's on the website. So.
Verb ending in ing.
Jumping. See, those are easy.
Verb. No ing.
Punch.
Number.
64.
Adjective.
Husky.
Me. Noun plural. There's 3 noun plurals. Give me them back to back.
Noun plural. Person, place, or thing. Stores.
Next one.
Laptops.
Next one.
Phones.
Techie over here. Okay. Relative plural. I don't really know.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I
don't know what that is.
I'm
not looking. You want me to look that up?
Yeah.
Relative.
Don't get so angry about.
No. I'm just like I don't know what this is. A pronoun. What's a pronoun? That introduces a relative clause.
I don't know what
to an antecedent. Oh.
What?
Yeah. Nah. Someone to know. Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Should we just write I don't know?
It says a pronoun that introduces a relative clause and refers to an antecedent.
Can you look up an example, please?
Example,
I'm just trying to do my best here.
Okay. Starting with the relative pronouns who, that, which, those.
We're
where,
doing those. Adjective.
No. That's not right.
Oh, okay.
The example is I
Redo.
won't eat in a restaurant whose cooks smoke. I don't get it.
What?
I don't know. I don't know, dude. This is not.
There's not even an option for random words.
This is not English, guys.
Does it mean like family relative? We're doing dads. Okay, adjective.
Swifty.
Gotta get. Okay, sorry.
I get.
Swifty.
That knocked down.
Would I get up again? Get copyright claimed.
Yeah, I get. Okay.
Okay, adjective again.
Inquisitive.
Bitch, you know I can't spell that.
Cautious.
You know I'm not that good. Noun plural, last one.
Chairs.
Okay. These are also short. What is this? Okay.
Good. Go ahead.
Okay. Come lick at Walmart, where you'll receive salty discounts on all of your favorite brand name Marys. Our screeching and jumping associates are there to punch you 64 hours a day. Here you'll find husky prices on the stores you need. Laptops for the moms, phones for the kids, and all the latest electronics for the dads.
Oh.
So come on down to your swifty, cautious Walmart where the chairs come first.
These are like...
We're going to look up adult AdLibs.
Yeah.
Last one, guys.
We'll end it on this, guys.
Okay.
This will be great.
Oh.
Yeah. Is it two?
The options are how to use a tampon for the first time, how to fight butt pimples, how to hire a prostitute for sex.
Uh-huh.
My first time was horrible paparazzi by Lady Gaga, The Secret Cheese.
Uh-huh. Probably paparazzi. That seems kind of tame.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
We'll get raunchy later, guys.
Oh, there are. I'm sorry, but there are so many. We're gonna look at another one. We're gonna do Secret Cheese. See how many there are. Okay, this is fine.
Okay.
There's a lot of ads on here. Really should have.
Ad block.
I know. Okay, adjective. This will be the last one, guys.
Wacky.
Wacky. Tobacco. Noun.
Band.
Part of body.
Earlobe.
Another one.
Fingernail. Yeah, that works.
Adjective.
Erratic.
Okay. Adverb. Like swiftly, swimmingly.
Womanly.
Womanly. Okay. That's okay. Noun.
Trope.
Okay. Animal.
Dog.
Boring. Adjective.
Drab.
Okay. Adjective.
Sloppy.
Part of body.
Big toe.
Adjective. There's so many parts of bodies in here. Oh my god.
Ablaze.
Part of body.
Armpit.
Part of body again.
Elbow.
A full name of a person.
Mary Ann Sue.
Verb base form.
What?
It gave me one for me. Okay, next. Number.
17.
Noun.
Wealth. That's right, yeah.
No clue. Location.
Church.
Okay. Verb ending in ing.
Hold on. Forcing.
Okay. Adjective.
Um,
You have to go to your tab.
yeah. Murky.
Murky. Location.
Store.
Adjective. Last one.
Debonair. Debonair.
No. It has to be one I can type.
I can tell you.
No, next
Dirty.
one. Dirty. Okay. This I have no idea what debonair is. Okay,
Me neither.
a site might give me a virus. Let's go. The Secret Cheese.
Okay.
Everyone. Cheers to the Secret Cheese.
Wait.
Let us read.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to our poetry reading.
ASMR as well.
Okay. The Secret Cheese. I sat on my wacky couch in my basement and stared at my band collection. I tried to stop myself, but the urge was too hard to resist. I ran over to my band and rubbed it on my earlobe so hard that the band was just a pile of powder on the floor. A few minutes later, I noticed someone was staring into the little window at the top of the wall, seeing my fingernail covered in erratic band. I'm a little confused at this point.
Yeah, it's just...
I grabbed my handgun and shot a window. He was not staring anymore. He was sleeping peacefully. My phone rang. It was my mother. She told me that she was coming over to my house to check on me because she always worried about me. I womanly hid the body and covered my band collection. I grabbed a large mop and shoved the powdered band under a trope. When she arrived, I licked my dog goodbye and threw it into the toilet. I opened the door and immediately I noticed that she was with this man. He was drab and sloppy. His big toe was ablaze and his armpit was on point. This is long. Okay. He shakes my elbow and says, "Mary Ann Sue, nice to lose you."
That rhymes.
17 hours later, we were sitting and watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians when Mary Sue said, "So how much wealth do you have?" I say, "Not much. I spent it all on cheese." I stop myself. Mary Ann Sue then says, "Well, you know it wasn't easy for me. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. Next thing you know, I'm president of church. Oh, I'm so confused.
I'm
I'm forcing for myself. I'm having a bit of an argument with this murky kid in store, and he is getting awfully annoying. So I sent several military destroyers to his country to try and shut him up, and he just won't stop being so dirty. I then rubbed Mary Ann Sue's penile organ with solid cheese and soiled my underclothes. That is the end. I'm pissed that I just spent that much time on that.
Yeah,
I'm pissed.
I don't know about that. That is our ASMR poetry reading.
That wasn't even. God, that was so. Give me some. We need a solid AdLib site. I'll do some research because these all sucked.
We'll fix that.
If you're the creator of wordblanks.com, I hate you.
Yeah, we both because
You're not an affiliate.
You're not an affiliate of us. You don't.
No,
don't get. Oh well, that's a weird.
A great way to end this wonderful Friday.
Toast.
The secret cheese.
Yeah. All right.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Peace out.
Oh, yeah, we're done. We're leaving now.
We're back.
Have a good, a good time. I'm Ellie. This is...
Justin.
Stay cringe.
Stay.